You were thinking about starting a supplement company, but you have no idea where to start. Let me help you. So, my name is Austin Marks. I have owned a supplement company for 2 years. My company is Top Fitness, or the 1% Fitness. It was MHS, but I kind of rebranded things, and I'll talk about that a little bit here. And I'll kind of go over the first 2 years and what it was like in business. But I just want to be able to help you get started. On my YouTube channel, I do talk a lot about my company, how I got started, how I make sales, how you can get started as well. I've helped a lot of people before as well. So if you have any questions, put in the comments, reach out to me on Instagram, whatever the case may be. But if you guys could please like and subscribe, I'd highly, highly appreciate it. Helps me out a lot, helps me to create more content like this because it gives me a reason to keep posting. So anyway, let's dive into the video. What's the number one thing you should do before you start a supplement company? Learn, educate yourself. One of my favorite quotes is by Abraham Lincoln. If you give me 6 hours to cut down a tree, I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening the blade. So therefore, this is what you need to do. I strongly suggest you check out people like Alex Hormozi, Gary Vee, Andy Elliott, Russell Brunson, Andy Frisella. Listen to their podcasts, read their books, just understand marketing, how to make sales, and how to build your online presence. Because this year is going to be the number one thing that you need to learn how to do before you even start the company. Like I said in the beginning, I've helped tons of people before, and my biggest pet peeve is when people already have a product in their hands that they spent thousands of dollars on. I do have another video talking about how much I spent, how much it costs to start a supplement company. But anyway, they spent thousands of dollars on this stuff here, and then they come to me and say, "Hey Austin, how do you make sales? How do you build your company?" And I say, "Well, do you know who this person is? Are you listening to any podcasts right now? Are you listening to any books or reading any books?" And they say, "No, I've never done any of that." And I was like, dude, like, you spent all this money and you have no idea how to sell this stuff. Did you think you were just going to start posting stuff online saying, "I got this stuff, come buy it," and people were going to come running in? Well, let me tell you, you're absolutely wrong. I did this for a little bit. I made this mistake. Now, I did have a good understanding of entrepreneurial stuff before marketing sales, but how you sell online and stuff like that is totally different than in person. It's going to be different for me than it's going to be for you. We'll have some similarities and stuff, and you can definitely take a lot of what I did and apply it to yourself. I do have another video on sales, so I strongly suggest you check that out. But going back into buying the stuff and just posting online, that's what a lot of people do, and that's why they fail. That's why they go out of business within the first year, because it's a lot of money and it's going to take some time to make some money. Now, are there people out there or companies out there that have made a lot of money within the first 2 years? Yes. A great example is Ecovision, but a lot of other companies take 10 plus years to make a lot of money or have $1 million a year. Now, this is totally normal, so do not expect to get rich after your first year or so. Now, I do have another video talking about why you should not start a supplement company. Strong suggest check that out. I know I'm showing you a lot of videos and stuff. That's because, like I said, number one thing is you need to educate yourself. You need to learn before you start. But when you do start, you need to create an LLC. So this is going to protect your personal name. It's going to make sure that you don't go bankrupt, you don't lose your house, don't lose your car, and your family's not going to hate you. Create your LLC. Second, start looking at manufacturers. So who I use is NutraSky. I've used NutriCap in the past. Super expensive, super long wait times. They take forever to get back to me, and I just did not want to do business with someone like that. I wanted someone who was very responsive. They gave me what I wanted, and they just helped me grow as well, because I'm essentially their customer. With NutriCap, I did not have that, but with NutriSky, my marketing guy, or not my marketing guy, my sales guy, the guy that I buy from, he was messaging me on Easter, and honestly, he's helped me out a lot. Okay, so you got your LLC, you got your manufacturer, so you're kind of just waiting on this stuff to come in. So while you're waiting on this stuff, build your online presence. Start a Facebook group. Start building a relationship with people. And do exactly everything that I say in this video here, how to make sales. Because you want to build the relationship with people. You want to show people who you are, what you have and what you're trying to sell them. You want to give them value. That way they will keep coming back to you. So we have that so far. We have your LLC, your manufacturer, you're building your online presence. And then that's all you really need. You don't need like a printer, anything like that. You will have to learn all the softwares. You have to learn all that stuff. Going back to the education, learn all this stuff ahead of time. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on Instagram. Leave it in the comments. I'll hope get back to you. So learning how to mail stuff, like that was something that I had no idea how to do, but there's a certain software for it. There is just so much crap that goes into it that you don't even think about. I can't even think about it all off the top of my head right now. But a lot of equipment and everything, and how am I going to make my packaging, and all this good stuff that you need to think about how you're going to personalize your brand and how you want people to think of you. I do have another video talking about how much I spent on everything. I did talk about this a little bit in the beginning, but I spent a lot of money in the beginning because I bought everything. You don't need to buy everything that I bought. However, you do want some of that stuff. Like I said, go watch that video. Super good. Okay, so another thing is, do you need insurance? I looked at insurance, and right now I still don't have insurance because a lot of the insurance I looked at only covered the supplements if the supplements got damaged. Other than that, if I wanted insurance for somebody else, let's say someone took some stuff with, I don't know, a lot of caffeine, and they had a heart condition, and they weren't supposed to take that much caffeine or all the other ingredients in the formula, and they had an issue, that would come back on me. So you can have certain insurance that would cover all those medical bills and stuff, but that insurance is super, super expensive. That's also why you need the LLC. That way, if something like that would happen, it would come back and go ahead and cover my butt. It wouldn't hurt my personal name. I wouldn't lose my house, my car, anything like that. I do also have warnings literally everywhere on this guy here, on my website, basically to cover my butt once again. Protocols, all that good stuff. You want it on the website. So that's another thing I can talk about is building a website. Strongly suggest that you build your own website. Do not pay someone to do it. I know someone that spent literally $2,000 on a website for someone to build it. I was like, dude, you could have done that from a few YouTube videos and a few hours of your time. But they spent $2,000 for someone to build the website when really they did not need to spend that much money. So I strongly suggest that you learn, do this stuff yourself, make mistakes, and if you feel like you can't do it, then pay somebody else. I know a lot of people that will pay people to make labels and stuff. I made this label here, I don't know if you can see it, all by myself from Canva. So super easy, took some time to learn, but a graphic artist is $150 an hour. I don't have the money to pay someone $150 an hour. I'm not making $150 an hour, and therefore I don't want to pay you that. So therefore, learn all these like little skills yourself in the beginning, and then once you start making some money, then you can pay someone else. You can outsource that stuff, because once you get to a certain point, you're not going to want to do all this crap yourself. You're going to want to pay somebody else. Now, right now, I'm still at the point where I do a lot of this stuff myself. I do the emails, I do a lot of the graphic artist stuff. I do have other people that do it, and like I have this one guy, he'll make like a 3D post for me, and I'll send him a tub of this guy. So I pay like $16 for that, and $16 for a 3D thing, and to keep that relationship with him, I'm okay with that. Because I know how much time it takes to do stuff like that. It takes time, and maybe this guy spends 2 hours doing it for 16 bucks. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, so going back to everything in this video, you don't really need a whole lot. You just need to learn how to sell, learn how to build your online presence. You need to create your LLC, find a manufacturer, get the products in, and then build your website. So I use Shopify, and now you have somewhere where someone can buy something. So you go to your website, they buy your stuff, and you ship it out. Now, shipping, you can really go to the post office and just write their stuff on a piece of paper that they have, saying where it's from, where it's going to, blah, blah, blah. And it'll go to that person. Now, where I buy my boxes is Uline. I do buy a lot of my stuff from Uline, like packaging tape. I put a bunch of confetti stuff in people's packages. I buy all my goodies from there, and they're just like a commercial, I don't know what you want to call them, but they have a lot of supplies for commercial businesses and commercial stuff. So super cheap, way cheaper than Amazon, because I was buying boxes from Amazon. I was buying that confetti stuff from Amazon and a bunch of other stuff. And that was a lot of money. Like I said, I wasted a lot of money. I did a lot of stupid things, and that's why I'm sharing all this stuff with you on the YouTube channel. What else do I want to talk about? So, stickers. Where do I get stickers? Sticker Mule. Now, I spend like 25 cents per sticker. And then I put these in the packages with the confetti and all that good stuff. I make my packages look super pretty because I want people to feel like, wow, this guy put a lot of time into this package here when he put it together. I give him a note, all that good stuff. I have a little video on my YouTube channel just of me putting a package together. And it is cool. You'll see it. But yeah, that's what I do. You don't need to do all that stuff. And honestly, I think that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you guys have any questions at all or anything, please let me know. Put in the comments. Like I said, gladly help you, because it's very hard to answer a lot of these little specific questions for a broad audience, because everyone's different. Everyone has a different starting spot. Everyone does things a little differently. But that's that. Anyway, keep doing what you're doing. Be the 1%.